Even after more than 1 year of the Shiv Sena split, the decision over the disqualification of rebel MLAs is yet to be announced by the Assembly Speaker. And today we have the NCP Sharad Pawar faction claiming that there is a defection in the party, and the Sharad Pawar faction has asked the Election Commission of India to uh, to to take action against the rebels, including Ajit Pawar and the 39 other MLAs. Until now, only the Sharad Pawar faction was only asking to take action against the 9 ministers who sworn in as ministers in the Mahayuti government. But today, yesterday, for the first time, we came to know that there is a number that is 40. The 40 number is now with the Ajit Pawar faction. So technically, he has the two-third majority of the NCP. So now there's a lot of confusion of what is going to happen with the NCP, because viewers, NCP is a very important constituent of the India alliance as well. So on one side they are with India alliance, on the other side they are also with the NDA. So ahead of the big elections, the name symbol is going to play a very important role. So to understand the future of NCP, to understand what's going to happen next, we have with us senior journalist and political analyst Mr. Sanjay Jog with us. Sanjay sir, thanks for joining us, first of all.
Yeah,
Sir, this is the first time that a number has come in. Until now, it was only speculated that this faction has more numbers or that faction has more. Even during the monsoon session, also they were playing hide and seek. There was attendance was not clear, and both parties were claiming that they had more numbers. But Sharad Pawar also jokingly had said that I had zero MLA support. Now today, because they have given it in writing to the Election Commission of India, we can take that 40 is the number, right? So what's
Shashank,
going to be?
on 2nd of July, when Ajit Pawar and 8 others were sworn in, I had one among the, a couple of other journalists broke the story and also on a Twitter that Ajit Pawar has got a support of, including himself, a total of 43 of the 53 NCP MLAs. I was on that day only has clearly mentioned that. And here what you are saying is that this is about some 40 plus. So basically they are having 43. I'm not on that now. That is okay. That's they have claimed. So remaining 10 are with Sharad Pawar. That's what Sharad Pawar led group is saying. But Sharad Pawar group is now, until recently has been all the time saying he or his daughter and MP Supriya and even Giant Pawar party, the state chief, they were all claiming that, or even this thing, Jitendra Award, that there has been no split. So, political analysts as well as insider of the Sharad Pawar group had told us it was nothing but a kind of a political ploy or a googly or a trap, so that some kind of an action can be initiated against Ajit Pawar. The initial contention was that Ajit and 8 others, that is those who have joined the Mahayuti government, and the two MPs, one from Rajya Sabha, one from Lok Sabha, that is Sunil Tatkare from Lok Sabha, and Praful Patel, a veteran politician from Rajya Sabha, they have also joined hands with Ajit Pawar, and by the way, they have supported Mahayuti. So the initial thing was that the action should be taken against them, that they should be disqualified. Till now, Sharad Pawar led group went on saying that there has been no split. So the idea, what we gathered, was to also say that we have no issue. There is no split at all. So what is the issue is that they have gone and taken some different line from the party, which is against the party's line and thinking. So action should be initiated. So that's kind of a ploy which was hatched to keep them under this impression that, oh, no problem, we have got, as per the 10th schedule or the anti-defection law, we have got about some two-thirds, that is more than 37 legislators with us. So no problem. What happened to Eknath Shinde-led group, we are going to meet the same fate. That could be some kind of an impression that Sharad Pawar-led group wanted to convey to the other group led by Ajit Pawar. And Ajit Pawar led group, Mr. Praful Patel was on the record at Amravati in his recent rallies, claimed that in any case we have got the number, and election commission is definitely going to rule in favor of us, and we are going to get the symbol and the party. That's okay. But as a formality now, Sharad Pawar led group has filed a very lengthy affidavit along with what they call on oath the affidavits of what they claim that they have got the large number of office bearers with them, which do matter in this kind of cases, and they have also collected their affidavits on oath, and that was they were all submitted along with the main affidavit. Now, what is the contention in that affidavit? Because I spoke to a couple of sources, I had a word with Mr. Jayant Patil, who is the state chief. What they have been saying is that the action now they have sought is not just against the 9, the ministers the legislators who have become now ministers, but the entire lot, those who have basically crossed over. Very interesting. So now, what they are saying now, we have communicated to the election commission that there exists no dispute. This is very interesting within the party, and that except for few mischievous quote unquote individuals who, for their own personal ambitions, have defected from the party, the party organization remains intact. And what they went on further claiming that overwhelmingly united behind the party president Sharad Pawar. So we have faith that the election commission, credited with protecting the sanctity of India's democracy, will execute its duty fairly. That's what Mr. Sharad Pawar led a group has filed in his affidavit. Now, what we can debate and what we can argue now with this kind of affidavit? Quite interesting. As on the one hand, what they are saying is that those who have gone have just bypassed from the party's ideology, party's thinking, party's stand. They have, gone, without, informing to them, but for the sake of their own future. So, but very interestingly, what the group, Mr. Pawar led group is saying is that the party is intact. So what they want to project is that even though this group has migrated to the other side, that does not mean there is a split. There is a defection. That's what Mr. Pawar has been all the time saying. Split is for overall, at the organizational level or this legislative level. What he is saying is that they have gone to a different side, taking a very contrast stand of the party's ideology. So let the election commission decide, and that's what he is saying. The stand or the taken by Ajit Pawar, basically what they are saying is a contradictory, and how he has, without any legal or material basis, made a claim before the election commission. Here actually is a very interesting taste. That is basically a kind of a legal argument that are going to take place between the two sides now. On the one hand, Ajit Pawar led group will go on saying that we have got the maximum number of legislators with us, so obviously and naturally we are the claimant for the party's symbol and the party name. And on 30th June, and before Ajit and 8 others were sworn in on 2nd of July, they have already sent a communication to the election commission saying that Ajit Pawar is now a new party head. So all in all, Ajit Pawar group is going to counter Sharad Pawar led group's affidavit saying that we have enough backing, we have enough support, we have already taken the decision in this regard, so we are entitled to get the party symbol as well as party name. And they will definitely go on saying, like, in case of Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray happened, the argument went on, like Harish Sarve, who appeared on behalf of Shinde-led faction, he went on saying that does not mean that there is a defection. If there is a change in the leader, so if the group of legislators have decided to have a new leader, and if they have come together and taken some decision, that does not mean it will attract some kind of an anti-defection provisions or 10th schedule and whatnot. So I don't want to enter into the merit of case. I don't want to enter into any kind of a legal jargon. But by and large, this is going to be a very interesting legal battle, which is definitely going to be witnessed in the days to come. But what I really strongly feel is that Mr. Sharad Pawar initially was, at the first press conference on 2nd July, he said, I don't want to enter into any kind of a legal battle. But he has been now forced to do that. And now, with this stand and the affidavit that he has made, it seems that he is also ready for a long-run battle. And at the same time, he will do everything to, see that the name of the party and the symbol remains with him. So I think we'll have to wait till this argument and counter argument will go on. I think, Shashank, we are definitely going to be very, keeping a close vigil, in the sense now there will be a lot of, affidavits and counter affidavits to be now filed in the election commission till election commission takes its call. So I think this is going to be an interesting period in the Maharashtra politics, when on the one hand there is the Maratha reservation, this controversy which is on the other hand the OBCs now are saying that they are not going to tolerate any kind of an encroachment in their territory to give away reservation to Marathwada. On the other hand, the Dangars are now definitely demanding their reservations. On the other hand, in fact, in the further to go ahead, the almost 21 districts of the total 36 districts are facing a kind of a drought-like situation because of the scanty rain. In encompassing all these issues, Mr. Sharad Pawar-led faction and Ajit Pawar-led faction are going to witness or to have this legal battle. We have to see and how it evolves. Basically, the main contention about the both sides are going to be how they are the natural claimant of the party's symbol and the party's name.
Sanjay sir, one question which a lot of viewers had asked for is why has Mr. Sharad Pawar not declared a split yet? Because is there a strategic move behind not declaring? Because he has still said that the party is one, only some people had democratically gone and joined the government. Even the Ajit Pawar faction has been claiming that the entire NCP is with them. So, is there some strategic move which is in play?
I strongly feel that on the first, I was appearing somewhere else. I on the same day said that this is a trap Mr. Pawar has hatched. There could be two, three other, intentions for that. Mr. Pawar would definitely like to see that if they would have said that there is a split, then anything could have happened. Here, very interesting, Mr. Pawar wants to do. Pawar wants to also send a message that he is the party boss. The decisions taken by the others are against the party line. Thirdly, those who have gone, either reluctantly or with coercive measures, he is giving kind of a room for them to come back and join in the natural fold, so that it's kind of a multi a strategy that he has adopted. On the one hand, he wants to create an ambiguity and a confusion. On the other hand, he would like to also see that the party is united. There has been no split. Some of them have just crossed over for their own interest. That does not mean there is a split. And the third, very interestingly, without saying, like he has been repeatedly saying that split hona hai, so there has been a huge chunk which has already gone, settled there, and pura party ka, it is not just a legislative, but the party organization level pe bhi, all changes have taken place. So that's what he has been repeatedly saying. There has been no split. Some party guys have taken a decision which is anti-party ideology, party thinking, party stand, and that's why this is a kind of a very interesting argument that he would like to carry on, that no split. Some of them have gone. Now the election commission will decide how to take a call. How the claim made by Ajit Pawar-led group without a split basically is taking claim on the party symbol and basically the name could be illegal, null and void. That is going to be the crux of this entire legal battle. That will definitely go on for a long. I don't expect, even though Mr. Praful Patel may have given a kind of a deadline that by 30th September they will expect some kind of result. Anything can happen in politics, and I don't want to comment on a political aspect of that. But if it will go on, then it is definitely going to take a time, because last time also we have seen in Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray thing, it went on for more than almost 2.5 months or almost 3 months. So let us wait and see how it will figure out. But both the groups are definitely ready with all their might as well as their expertise. I mean, I for sure know that both of them have already roped in a battery of all eminent legal, experts and the lawyers across the country to argue their case before the election commission. So I think we'll have to wait till both the factions come out with the new arguments or whatever they have to plead in their existing arguments, that we'll have to take a note of it and accordingly go on further arguing what is going to be the outcome of this case.
Sanjay sir, if we take Shiv Sena as an example, so if the current scenario is taken into consideration, clearly the Ajit Pawar faction is going to get the name and symbol. If we suppose he gets the name and symbol, so what can be the outcome of it? Because during the Shiv Sena situation, there was a lot of sympathy wave which Uddhav had with him, which he is still waving on. I think the sympathy wave still continues, which he is still riding on. So, do you think that Sharad Pawar also enjoys that amount of sympathy? Because it's true that he is 80 plus of age and he's a tall leader. However, there's a large section of the society which still thinks that this is some kind of googly, or he's Sharad Pawar. You never know what he can do. He can also join with the NDA, and there are many questions to answer. Even during the Maratha agitation, we had heard some derogatory slogans against Mr. Sharad Pawar as well as Mr. Ajit Pawar. So also Ajit Pawar's credibility has been time and again questioned because of the 2019 swearing in incident. So do you think that this sympathy wave can play with the sympathy game can happen with
I just don't want to go by the argument of sympathy for Mr. Sharad Pawar. I will just go with whatever is happening at the ground level and what Mr. Sharad Pawar has already been repeatedly telling to the press and media wherever he has been traveling. You may be aware, or the viewers may be aware, he has already, after the split, the migration of this some 40 plus that they are claiming to the other side, he has decided to be in the people, scope, approach the youth, and across Maharashtra he is going to travel in phases. He has already conducted such kind of meetings at Yeola, that is the hub of Chhagan Bhujbal, that is the assembly constituency of Mr. Bhujbal, who is a very veteran OBC leader. Then he went to basically Bid. Overall that district is dominated by Mundes. Gopinath Munde is no more the tallest OBC leader, whose daughter had been a minister. Right now she is just the national secretary of BJP, Pankaja Munde. And Mr. Gopinath Munde's nephew, Dhananjay Munde, is a close confidant of Ajit Pawar. So he went there and addressed the rally. Then, of course, he was the other day in Jalgaon, and then earlier also in Kolhapur. In repeated speeches and in the press conferences, Mr. Pawar has got 2-3 points to inform to the general public. A, he is not at all deterred by this kind of migration that has taken place, and it's kind of a blow. Already, the observers are saying that it is major a political blow when Mr. Pawar is 83, and it is kind of a lifetime blow, and how he's going to recover, that's a main test that he will have to pass. But on the other hand, Mr. Pawar has been saying he has got the full faith in the voters. He is also cashing in on the youth and the new generation. And the third, what he is saying is that against this backdrop, the way these guys have been lured by quote-unquote Mahashakti, so he said that the voters will definitely cast their votes basically opposing such kind of tactics that has been practiced by BJP across the country. So he has been all the time giving the examples of Madhya Pradesh, where BJP sought with the Congress government in the earlier election after 2018 elections. So although they have come to the power, was later toppled. Same thing happened in Karnataka. Same thing happened in Maharashtra. So what he is driving home the point is that even though for this point or at this point in time, the BJP has succeeded in its so-called Operation Lotus in Maharashtra too, but the voters and the people will definitely cast their vote against such kind of tendencies and tactics, and he has got a full faith in the voters and the people. So, he is, in the typical political parlance, he may be down, but not certainly out. Secondly, he is definitely going to rebuild, rejuvenate the party organization. He has already started, bringing in new faces, appointing youth, women, and a cross section of people. So he is banking on that. Third, what he is doing is that he is also playing his card very calculatedly. He, on the other one hand, has said that he has got a full support for the Maratha reservation. At the same time, he is saying that it will definitely create a problem if the government tries to carve in a kind of an arrangement wherein the Marathas will get reservation from the OBC quota. So that is going to create a huge problem. So he is playing his cards perfectly according to his moves and his plans. Basically, to project himself that he is a fighter and he will continue to fight with whatever team he has got. Second, he always give a 1982 example. He says always he had got a lot of almost 56 legislators. When he had to go some abroad, only 6 remained with him. In the next election, because the rest of them had migrated, but then in the next election, he managed to get 60 plus. So he wants to create a similar kind of a history again now. And he is quite determined that despite whatever the loss that he has incurred, he will definitely make up with not just on the point of on a plank of sympathy, but playing up BJP's polarization politics, BJP's policy, basically the BJP-led government's policy to have a political vendetta or vendetta politics by quote-unquote misuse of central probe agencies, and also creating such kind of defections in the opposition party. So I think he is determined to carry out his what I can say the strategy basically, and reach out to the people by and large, so that he will able to muster necessary support to take on basically the Mahayuti. On the other hand, another point needs to be discussed. What he is repeatedly saying that whatever may the press media has been writing about, or some kind of a quote-unquote misinformation campaign is being run against him, that as if Ajit has gone there with his blessing. He has already ridiculed it repeatedly. He has clarified it very candid manner. He has been all through there when the India meeting took place. He has been one of the members in the coordination committee appointed after the 2-day conclave which took place last week in Mumbai. Thirdly, again, the first coordination committee meeting is going to take place at his residence in Delhi next early week. So, by and large, on the one hand, he is decided in Maharashtra when it comes to, he will be a very active partner with Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray-led Shiv Sena. At the same time, Congress, and at the country level, he is definitely one of the major mobilizers of non-BJP parties, so that they can take unitedly, in the coming elections, the BJP juggernaut. So I think Mr. Pawar is very clear that after this kind of development that has happened place in NCP, he is already preparing. In fact, he has prepared or crafted some kind of a strategy that he would like to pursue. Just to tell you, the viewers, as we are discussing this today, tomorrow, that is on Sunday, that is 10th of September, Mr. Pawar has already convened a meeting of whatever legislators and the party MPs and the senior party office bearers, a meeting in Mumbai, basically to discuss about the present political scenario and what will be the strategy that he has already adopted, and that he would like to discuss with all others, taking it a kind of a holistic approach to basically take on Mahayuti in Maharashtra, and at the country level, being a part of India, to take unitedly BJP at the national level.
Sir, there is still a question mark over which side is Mr. Nawab Malik because he is currently on medical bail. However, he has clarified that he's with Sharad Pawar faction. However, there were speculations that he would join the Ajit Pawar faction because we all saw how the bail was given. Because earlier he was applying for bail since a long time. He's suffering from kidney ailments since more than a year now, and he has been applying for bail. And just after Ajit Pawar is inducted in the Mahayuti government, Mr. Nawab Malik gets the bail. So, do you think there are chances that Mr. Nawab Malik would join the Mahayuti or the NCP Ajit Pawar faction?
Shashank, let me clarify. He has never said that he is with Ajit Pawar or he is with Sharad Pawar. He
No,
was
no.
misquoted in
Right.
one of the leading papers in Mumbai. On second day, his daughter has very clearly clarified that he has been misquoted. He has not taken any stand because there has been, just to tell you the viewers, as per the court order, he has been barred to make any kind of an interaction with the press and media or statements, in the press and media. So he is avoiding that. He is right now on a medical bail. He has not taken any stand. Both the groups strongly feel that they are definitely successful in luring Nawab to their sides. But we'll have to wait and watch. At this point in time, he is busy basically in consulting the medical practitioners and doctors basically to have advanced treatment for his ailment. So at this point in time, even though both the factions have claimed that Mr. Nawab is with them, this is all speculation. There has been no reality into that because I have been speaking to him off the record, of course, but there has been no on the record statement by Nawab Malik where he stands. He is only this thing, or his doctors have been claiming that he is currently undergoing medical treatment, and as he is under medical bail, he would like to pursue for that only. So I think as far as the viewers are concerned, right now Nawab Malik is that way neutral. He has not taken any stand, although he is in NCP. But after this kind of Ajit Pawar led group and the Sharad Pawar led group that has now taken place post 2nd July and post his bail, he has not taken any stand. He will have to wait till he gets the regular bail, and then he will take a call when it comes to whether he has to enter to Ajit Pawar led faction or remain with Sharad Pawar.
No, that's what is my question. If he joins with Ajit Pawar, then don't you think that it would rather damage the Mahayuti? Because Devendra Fadnavis was the one who spearheaded, and he was the one who allegedly exposed Nawab Malik, and then he showed some documents, and then the investigation had taken place. So don't you think Nawab Malik joining in with the Mahayuti would actually be a damage for them rather than a benefit?
Shashank, I don't want to enter into any kind of a speculation, but as you rightly said, only on point that I can say is that it was BJP who has run the campaign against Nawab for allegedly having a nexus with Dawood, then his sister, and the way the property transaction way behind in 90s that has taken place. Successive government has already gone into it. Nothing had come out, but suddenly that was the point which was well argued basically to corner Nawab and NCP during those days. And later what happened, everybody knows how he was picked up by ED, how he was in jail for almost 15, 16 months, and then he is out. So I don't want to enter into any kind of a speculation. But I still want to say that if at all, if he really takes a call, if he really decides to side with Ajit Pawar group, then my question will be, what will be, the face of BJP then? BJP always talks about very, strongly against the criminalization of politics. That is their famed word. And also, they ran a campaign against, so-called unholy nexus between Nawab Malik and the underworld kingpin Dawood Abraham and his sister and whatnot, the dealings that they had taken place. And then what will be the face the BJP will have, and what will happen to their, the argument of criminalization of politics. So I think certainly if he really goes to that side, then that is going to be a major embarrassment for BJP. But I don't want to hazard any kind of a guess, neither I want to do any kind of a speculative report at this point in time.
One last question from my side, Sanjay sir. During the Shiv Sena split, one of the first things that the Shiv Sena did was knocking the doors of the Supreme Court. However, NCP has not yet approached the Supreme Court. So, what could be the possible reason behind this?
No, no, I that's what I'm saying. I don't want to go into any kind of a legal merits, but what my sources in the both the groups have been telling is that right now their battle they want to fight in the court of election commission, not in the Supreme Court. Let the first election commission decide about who is having majority, who are having the numbers. Based on that, whatever the judgment that the election commission gives, then of course the option is open for both the sides. If it goes against Mr. Pawar, Sharad Pawar led group, they are certainly going to challenge it in the Supreme Court. So also in case of Ajit Pawar. So I think that stage has yet to come, it seems, and that's why they have decided to just have this kind of their legal argument in election commission only. At this point in time, we have to keep a close eye on the deliberations and the arguments that will take place from both the sides at the election commission. Later only, they will have to take a call of approaching apex court.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sanjay sir, for joining in. So,
Thank
yeah. So, viewers, this was senior journalist and political analyst, Mr. Sanjay Jog. We are going to keep you posted on political updates in the state of Maharashtra, but for that, you have to subscribe to SW News English.
you.